Hey, what's up you guys, EJ Mama here, and I'm sorry it's been a lack of videos. The job I've currently had has gotten a little hectic, but we have time and we have a check and we paid it and we used it for some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So this is a 2011 Tengu plant format Dark World deck. So the Dark World structure deck, the old one came out around Tengu plant format, and with the new Dark World structure deck, you can probably play this version of Dark World just fine. So let's just get into it. So Dark World before on release was a little weird. It definitely got better out throughout the ages. We just got to talk about the new. We're gonna talk about the new structure deck, but we'll go out what came out with the old one. Of course, we start off with 3 Grapha, the boy, the big man who always comes back. Yeah, just a big dude, and another card that came out during the structure deck times, obviously, is 3 Snow, the searcher of the deck. I think this is the original print, too. Yeah, this is the original Gates of Structure, the Gates of the Underworld structure deck version. This card discarded to the graveyard by a card effect. Sorry. If it was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Add one Dark World card from your deck to your hand, then special summon that target if any in face of defense position. So yeah, very good one. So 3 Snow, 3 Grapha, and then we also have 3 Beige who will special summon himself. Of course, also 3 Brow. Very good card in tandem with 3 Tour Guide. In older 2011 lists, you play like 1 Tour Guide because Tour Guide was really hard to get, but Tour Guide is at 3 in this format, and that's kind of crazy because it gets 3 Beige. Next up, a little spice of the deck, Gen X Ally Birdman. He's basically just gonna help us access the 2 synchros in this deck. He's just gonna bounce cards. Yep. Card in your hand, return 1 face the monster you control to the hand, special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. Cool. Next up, we play the 1 Allure. Allure is at 1 in this format. Yeah, it is what it is. Also, 1 card destruction. It turns on all your Dark Worlds. Next up, 3 Dark World dealings. You just gotta draw cards. This is kind of just like a deep draw deck to just find things. Next up, we play the 1 Lightning in main. Back row, kind of hard, but if they flip it, it's kind of sad, but you do set it out. I wanted to play it though because it is the secret and it looks very nice. Next up, you do get 3 Drag Down from the updated structure deck, and that's very nice. You love to see it. Something they have to shill a little bit of money for, but it's not really that required. We do get 3 Into the Void, which is just, draw more cards. 3 more cards in your hand, draw 1 card, and if you do during the end phase, discard your entire hand. Also, that's probably why you play it. It discards your entire hand for the effects. Next up, a Foolish Burial. 3, of course, of the Gates of the Dark World. Giving all your lovely fiends an extra 300 attack and defense, and once returned, the effect that we care about, banish 1 fiend from the grave, discard 1 fiend, and then draw a card. Very crazy card. And because we're drawing so much, we still need to draw 3 Upstart. We can also play 3 Gold Sark. These probably should be 3 Terraforming. I'm surprised they're not playing 3 Terraforming for Gates, but if you already have 1, the other ones are kind of just dead in hand, I guess. Next up, 1 Gateway to the Dark World, 2 Skill Drain, and Deck Dev. So these were from the updated structure deck. We do not get Eradicator Epidemic Virus, but Deck Dev does just fine for the deck. So yeah, no Eradicator, but Deck Dev does the job just fine, I think. So that is the main lineup. Nice having 3 Tour Guide just to search all your fiends. Pretty much all your brows. Even though you want to discard brow, but hey, it's fine. Put that graph on top. Put them right there. Next step, of course, the extra deck. We got to talk about it. It's very early XZ era format, so we don't have a lot of good XZs, but they're here. But we'll have to start with, of course, the synchros. We got, of course, the boy Cataster. I don't know if we can make Cataster. Can we make Cataster? I don't think we can, actually. So Cataster is kind of the free slot. You can make Brio with Brow, Tour Guide, and what was it, Birdman? AFD, Black Rose, the 1, 2, 3 Stardust Dragon. You can play cards like Starlight Road so they don't blow up your gates and a lot of your back row. Even though you don't play back row, besides like Steel Drain. Scrap Dragon, Trishula, and now the XCs. You can make Leviair. You can make a nice Leviathan Dragon. Steel Storm Roaches in the format. You'd love to see that. Utopia, and Zenmeister. You can play like cards like Granosaurus. The XZ lineup is very short in early XZ 2011 format, but I think these are probably the best ones you got. You got especially Zenmeister and Roach. Utopia is kind of fine. Triple Stardust, you can access that, I think, through Starlight Road, which I don't think I put in here for some reason, but main tech, Starlight Road. Put them in if you want to summon Stardust Dragon. Catastor can just be a free slot. You don't really need Catastor. Actually, no. Alright. So next, the extra deck, or side deck, sorry. The side deck is kind of just like Tex. Zephyros is legal in this for some reason. So bounce one back, it's another free body, and it's bounces one back to hand, so you have discard for Dark World Sports. Because it's dark, we still can play Dad. We can also play Gores. Protect your life total. Granmole, I love playing Granmole. He's so funny. Granmole at 1 at this time because card's kind of crazy. Next up, 2 Trap Eater. So Trap Eater is another tuner, so it eats up another like Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. That's basically what it's for. It's also a level 4 tuner with a respectable high 1900 attack stat, but can only be summoned when you eat up a face-up spell or trap. No, it has to be a face-up trap, right? Must be special from your hand by sending a face-up trap your opponent controls to the graveyard. Not a bad one. Next up, we have Lance. Love to see Lance. Next up, of course, the other 2 Deck Devi. Very nice to have. We have Imperial Iron Wall. Sometimes people banish cards from you, and that kind of sucks. You want to keep those engraved, but you don't want this to run into like anti-synergy with your gates. But we do run it. Okay, wait, yeah. The third skill drain, we have 2 Starlight Road. Just don't destroy my back row, please. My deck debuts. And next is Torrential Tribute. And that is the deck. Now, let's talk about the 2022 Dark World Structure deck. I got a lot. I think I got a lot of value. Pretty much most of the deck was there. Plus a lot of other cards it gave you. So here's some extra cards you can probably put in the deck. You know, you got extra copies of Card Destruction, more Dark World Lightning, other Gateway to Dark World. Fabled Raven is actually not too bad. Ceruli actually also very good. It's just not probably seen in most Dark World builds. Mind Crush, pretty good. You know, yeah, Ceruli. The extras: Bronze, Silver, Gold. If you want to run those, they're not too bad. I think that's it. Oh yeah, these are the extras for Nobber, Tengu, Diomishus, Brainwashing, Blackjack, Dark Smog. These are just very good cards you kind of got for this format. Obviously, the other good cards you get from the structure deck. Let's see, what is it? Ah, okay. Are, of course, some of the dangers. You get Such, Moth, Thunderbird, and Bigfoot. You get, and I have playsets of each because I bought 3 of the structure deck. Obviously, missing out on Nessie and Jackalope were kind of misses, but whatever. And it does suck that Tsuchinoko is still at 1 at the current time. But yeah, those are nice, pretty value. You'd love to see those. You can play 2022 version of Danger Dark World because discarding. And what's the last thing? Yeah, you do of course get the new Dark World cards. The what is it? Bring them up. You get the new supers: Parl, Genta, Ascension, the Fusion, Archives, Puppetry, and of course Rainbow. And these are the other cards, yeah. So yeah, definitely pretty good value structure deck, not gonna lie. Yeah, I shelled out a little bit of money for the Into the Voids, but it wasn't too bad. Into Voids not too much at the moment. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Dark World structure deck and the review of pretty much the Dark World 22 structure deck. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye.